The short answer is no. If you consider that a TuffBlock construction has similar or greater downward surface area than a standard concrete in-ground footing, then sinking will not be an issue, or at least no more than an issue than it would have been using the old method in the same soil. TuffBlock should be installed on stable, compact earth. That is not to say that you need to compact the ground. If, however, the top surface is extremely loose, just take a layer or two away with a shovel and your TuffBlock will be on a nice and stable base for your project. The floating system, while relatively new to Australia since we introduced it back in 2011, has been a tried and true building system in North America since the late 1980s, with literally tens of millions of decks and other structures built using this system. Ground shrinking is absolutely something that needs to be considered. However, this is also the case for a traditional dig a hole and pour concrete installation. So, if your ground is particularly unstable, you need to consider this regardless of what installation method you choose. The great thing about TuffBlock is that it's far simpler to install more TuffBlocks than it is to dig deeper, wider, and more holes and fill them with more concrete. In fact, the floating foundation system was developed for grounds that were heavily affected by freeze and thaw ground movements. If your grounds are particularly unstable, the floating foundation system, such as TuffBlock, is possibly a far better solution for you as it keeps the structure independent from any surrounding fixed structure, allowing it to move and settle independently. Furthermore, you can very easily install far more TuffBlocks to greatly increase the amount of support for the structure.